Hello! With the news that Pokémon Home is coming out, I decided to go through all of my old Pokémon games and have a look at my old save files and see how many Pokémon I've got in each one, have a quick tour of those boxes on the PC and which ones I've barely played and talk about them and that kind of stuff. Just a quick note, Pokémon Leaf Green is omitted because it's a Game Boy Advance game and I would have to turn my room upside down to find my DS charger for my original DS. But it's a blank save file anyway because I already transferred all of those Pokémon forwards, so without further ado... Alright, so I figured we'd start with Pokémon Diamond. My Diamond cartridge is kind of wonky. It seems to not work if I hold the DS in a certain position, so I'm going to have to be careful with this. But I'm pretty sure this will be one of the least interesting ones, if I'm honest. Because I transferred all of my Pokemon forwards, and then I started a new save, but I'm just wondering how far through I got. Oh! A grand old 53 minutes. Okay, this isn't going to be a long one, is it? It'll be interesting to see, like, when I last played it, though. Man, I really wish they'd remake this game, though. Alright, so... Pretty sure I started... Oh, okay, interesting. Well, first of all, that's wrong. Hang on. Pokemon is what I meant to choose. I thought I restarted with Piplup, because I already did the Turtwig thing. But I guess I must have got bored of that and restarted again? So I've got Shelmos, which is actually not a bad name, all things considered. I expected many... When did I last play this then? Because these are decent names. I'm called Crit and not Crazy K. Oh, I played this 3 years ago. Okay, that's not so bad. Alright, well, look, now we're going to swap to another game. And while I do that, I mean, we'll quickly check my PC, but I don't think there's anything in it. Okay, yeah, I've got nothing. Alright, so let's move ahead to SoulSilver. Okay, so I did check my SoulSilver save last night, but I decided to make a full-fledged video of this today. SoulSilver is, to the best of my knowledge, where most of my Pokemon have ended up from Leaf Green to here, because Leaf Green was the earliest game I played, or owned, I guess, followed by Diamond, followed by SoulSilver, and I kind of traded them all forwards. So this is a fairly decent save file, I think. You can't see it's on the bottom screen here, so I started my adventure on April 10th 2012 and I've put 43 hours into this save file, and the issue with this game is I would absolutely love to just play it through again, but I need to transfer my Pokemon forward to black because otherwise I'll lose them when I wipe my progress, and I need to beat black before I can do that, and I don't like black. I just don't like Pokemon Black. I don't know why. I can't get into it, but I think I'm like 6 gyms in, so we'll check that one out in a minute as well and see just how far through I am. But on me... Oh great, they're all on the bottom screen in this game. That's not going to be an issue. As you can see, I have some awful names. Like, I have a Marshtomp called Ponakip. I have a Snorlax called Punkbutt. Mayuri here, I'm pretty sure is carried over from Leaf Green, even though I know you can catch a Mewtwo here. Let's see. Arrived at level 71, yeah, so this is a Leaf Green Pokemon. He was named after a character in the anime Bleach. Let's just quickly head to my PC. Okay, so here we have a box called Faves, which will be interesting to look through. We've got a Ninetales called Fumble, I don't know why, a Dragonair called Gardon, a Gyarados called Crimson, very original, because that's the one you get in the actual campaign in this game. It's the only shiny Pokemon that you're guaranteed to get. This Jinx is called Jackson, Gengar is traded, Haunter is called Serpentine for some reason. I have a theory that he might have been traded as well. Let's have a look. Oh no, I am the original trainer, so I called him Serpentine for some reason. I guess he's a snaky boy? I don't know. Sandslash is called Gara, because you'll see many Naruto references in these names. This is... Vaporeon is supposed to be pronounced Aquacity, from what I remember, but that just looks like Aquacity. And that's a Family Guy reference for a Lapras, which is very, very cultured. Well done. I have some legendary Pokemon. I think the legendary birds came from... obviously Leaf Green, but the other ones are caught in this game. So Moltres is called Fire Hazard, Entei is called Pyrocano, Lugia is called Goliath, get it? Because he looks like a seagull in some ways. You know what? I'm gonna regret not being able to rename these when I do carry these forwards. So I'm gonna figure out which ones are in SoulSilver and maybe name them something different before I trade them over. Zeus Swing for Zapdos, Atolius for Latios because it's what's the word? I mixed the letters around. Articuno is called Valkyrie, which I thought was a very clever name at the time, I'm sure, and my Groudon is called Apocalypse. Very subtle. Let's see what else have we got here. We've got a whole bunch of random ass Pokemon I caught in my travels. I'm not sure there's too much more of interest. Oh, of course there is. My Leaf Green main... my Venusaur from Leaf Green. Last night I booted it up. I was shocked to learn I called my Venusaur, my baby boy, Slavezor. Why did I call him Slavezor? Was I originally going to be using him as a HM slave? What? I don't understand. Past Christian, I am flummoxed. Because I've already traded him forward from Leaf Green, so to the best of my ability, best of my memory, I'm not actually able to change his name anymore. So he's just called Slavezor forever. So that's great. That's fantastic. In this box is also the Ho-Oh from this game, Deity, my starter from this game for Alligator, who I called Snapper, Charizard, because I'm very funny, and this Machoke is called Bodybuild, because I guess that tracks. Let's see what's going on in Pokemon Black. Alright, people love Gen 5, but I just don't. I can't put my finger on why. So this is my save file, Crazy K, Route 6, 5 badges, 20 hours of playtime, so I have... let's not bother with that. I have 3 gyms to go, as well as the Elite Four, before I think you probably have to beat the Elite Four, before you can... where am I? I think you have to beat the Elite Four before you can do anything, regarding transferring Pokemon forwards. Oh boy! The seasons sure did change quickly then. I don't know what's going on with that. Alright, so there's no point checking the box because this is mid-game, but let's see what team I'm rolling with here. Oh, excellent, it's another one of these. So I have is that a Vanillite? A Vanillice? Called Fahrenlow, because it's like Fahrenheit, but it's a low temperature, fuck's sake. My Zeb Striker is called Zap. That was definitely a name that I couldn't like think of a good one, so I just went fuck it, I'll call him Zap, I guess. What's Tepig's evolution even called? Pignite. My Pignite is called Bulk Burner, which is an awful name. Broccolash for the whatever the fuck that grass monkey is. Ginryusai. That's a Bleach reference, and I think I pronounced that terribly for my Stoutland, probably because of that big heckin' mustache, to be honest. And my obligatory bird Pokemon is called Glade, and as you can tell, this was before Group XP share was a thing, so my main Pokemon is level 34. Ginryusai, again, sorry, is level 32, and then they're all like far under leveled, which is probably why I've been having difficulty in this game. So it looks like I've got some grinding to do there. Shall we skip ahead to Pokemon X? I think we shall. Alright. I have not touched this game since I beat it, but I did beat it, and I did a decent amount for Pokedex. Okay. Oh, but isn't this one of those Pokedexes where if you see it, it technically counts and it goes in a Pokedex? Either way, I played 35 hours of this. Near enough. So, my Pokedex and box is sure to be interesting. Let's have a look. My Pokemon even... why is it always on the bottom screen? Okay, so it looks like I was doing some breeding because I've just got a Moltres, a level 1 EV and 3 eggs, so who knows what's in there. Organized boxes? Sure. Oh boy, okay, so there's a Zygarde straight out of the back. We've launched into the event/trade section. So we've got Zygarde, we've got Dialga. This would be around a time... is that a shiny Dialga? Oh, this was an event Pokemon my friend gave me. I was wondering which game this guy was hiding in. So yeah, this was around a time that I think I stopped naming legendary Pokemon, because I was like, okay, legendary Pokemon could just be called what it's supposed to be called. I'm not going to call my Dialga Spiky Boy or something. But also this would have been around a time when it became much easier to obtain event Pokemon over wireless and stuff, so I'm going to have a few of these. We've got a traded Diancie from Japan. I think, is that shiny as well? I'm not sure. It might be. I don't remember what normal Diancie looks like, I'm sorry. Articuno, I think if it's got that red Pokeball, it means I got it from an event. Zapdos. And we've got a Mew there, level 100 as well. We've got Volcanion. We've got Eviltel. Eviltel. Either way, that's good because it's from Pokemon Y. Pumpkaboo and Hooper. And then down here we've got Darkrai, Manaphy, Shaman, Arceus, Keldeo, Meliotta, Jirachi, and Celebi. So this game, I didn't realise I have a decent amount of legendaries in this game. I have all of the birds as well. Let's see what else we've got down here. This is just some of the crap I caught through the middle of a game. No. That's a decent Gengar. He must have been on my team at some point. Normally I have a box for my team. Oh, and here's my Xerneas, which I caught for Master Ball. I don't do that anymore. I keep my Master Ball on hand for, like, if a shiny pops up that's going to run away or something, like a shiny Abra. So basically I'm never going to get to use it. But either way. A Pikachu, which I guess I decided I must have been using on my team, because this is just called Alternatives. Gigalith again. Again? I don't know if I saw one earlier. And then Obligatory Pidgeot, Xerneas. Oh, I have two Xerneases? The fuck? Oh, right, I think my friend traded me his. So I've got two. I've got another Darkrai. I've got a Blastoise called Shell Shock, which I think is actually a decent name. And my Chestnut I called Blade without really realising what he was going to evolve into. I just thought a Blade of Grass, maybe? But either way, I hate the look of Chestnut. He's the worst looking grass starter. I'm sorry, but it's true. And then Wonder Trade, I don't think... Giovanni? I got a Shroomish called Giovanni. Interesting. I got a Turtwig! I didn't know I have a Turtwig. Turtwig is love. Turtwig is life. Turtwig is weak against a lot of types, but it's fine. And then to raise/breed, I've got like a Squirtle, a Chestnut, a Fennekin. I've got a whole bunch of stuff in here. I've got Cyndaquil, Trico, Charmander. Yeah. So this is actually a pretty good one. I didn't realise that my Pokemon X save was this fleshed out. But shall we go and look at some of the games I've criminally underplayed? Let's do that. So my first ever Pokemon game was Pokemon Ruby. So I really thought, and I love remakes, so I really thought Alpha Sapphire would be one that I'd really get into, but for whatever reason I just bounced off of it. Oh, never mind, I have 6 badges. I've gone a lot further in this game than I thought I had. Okay, let's have a look at which Pokemon were in my party. Okay, so I went with the same starter I did as a kid, so I went with Blaziken. And then I have a Latias, I didn't know you got that this early in the game. A Metang, a fucking Lotad thing called Guster, because memes. A Zebstrika, which interesting. And a Zygarde. Huh. Okay, there's been some trading going on here. I probably got Zebstrika for a Wonder Trade, because I've only got 6 badges. Let's see. Oh, that was Reese's one. He gave me a Zebstrika. What a guy. I didn't realise I was 6 badges deep in this game. I had no idea. And then this Zygarde is an event one. Oh, that's the same one as we saw in the previous game, because you can double up on it if you have more than one game in the same gen, because there's no way of checking that you've already got it. So yeah, I may have to give this another look at some point. But moving on. Ultra Moon. So I... haven't played a huge amount of this one. I've done the first island, I believe, but I figured it was worth quickly jumping into this one and having a look. So let's go for a ride on Stoutland. Okay, so clearly I've got another Stoutland, which is weird because I don't really think much about that Pokemon. But clearly I got him twice. I started with a Rowlet, like any cultured person would, and I've got a Wingull, that thing, Magnemite. Magnemite? Or is that... yeah, Magnemite. And whatever the hell Scoundrel is. What is Scoundrel? Oh, he's that weird crab with, like, the boxing gloves. Okay, so that's my Ultra Moon team. I'm really not very far in that game. Yeah, 7 hours. And I think now, just to finish off the video, I did also buy Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Crystal. I don't think I played much of Crystal, but I played a bit of Yellow. I think I did maybe 4 gyms. So it'll be fun to see what my team is like in that one. Alright, so I've done 3 gyms, and I've caught 20 Pokemon. Oh, why did I never pick this up? So you know what happened? It said no more room for items, and I went, I can't be bothered with this shit, and I turned it off. Oh, that's hilarious. But Pokemon, we've got a Pidgey called Airgull. I tried to make kind of original names in this one, and I decided to put it all in caps so that when I transferred it to Pokemon Bank and Forwards one day, I would know which one came from the old games. But yes, I've got a Pidgey called Airgull. I'm pretty sure that's a Pidgey. It might be a Spearow, actually. Let's have a look. Okay, it's a Pidgey called Airgull. And you can't go up and down, that's annoying. I have a Bulbasaur called Burgeon, or he's probably an Ivysaur at that point. Pikachu called Zaganol. Is that a Nidoran? Whichever the male one is, called Regipin. A Sandslash called Razcrag, and a Clefairy called Maluna. So that's my team in Pokemon Yellow. I'm just now realising it would have... Oh, this is Pokemon Silver? I thought it was Crystal. Okay. I'm just now realising it would have made more sense to start with these 2 games, because then it would have gone Gen 1, 2, 4, and so on. But either way, I have not played much... Oh, God. Hang on. Okay, consider me flummoxed. Because I've got 1 Pokemon in the Pokedex. It's my Totodile, which I've called Tasmo. Which is a great name for a Totodile. I was trying to think of one the other day. But yeah, I remember launching this game and being like, oh shit, I've played more of this game than I thought I had. I guess maybe it was here. Anyway, that's kind of a non-conclusion, but I just felt like showing which Pokemon I've got in with the wake of Pokemon Bank news coming out. So thanks for watching. Sorry if it is a bit long. I'll see you in the next video. I'm just now starting at what... Fucking hell. Hello, with the news... No. Yes.